This is a recording from one of the 6 main pages of wisdomactivist.org. This is who and what we are as human beings, or better yet, who and what we are as humans being. This recording is, of course, a continuation from the page you read. Hopefully you did read it, because it's very important. I made it very short for those of you that would rather do audio or, of course, the YouTube channel rather than read. But please do read those few paragraphs. Very important. Don't just jump to the audio. You're going to miss something if you do that. These 6 pages of recordings, these are all about you. This is about us. Who and what we are. We cannot understand, or we cannot underestimate, rather, understanding who and what we are, what it brings to our life. Knowing this, understanding this, is incredibly empowering to your personal life. I'm not joking. This is incredibly empowering. It will invive you. It will make you see yourself, your personal life, in a way that you can actually tap it and navigate it, using it for what it's intended to be used for. That is the best life you could possibly have. So, please don't blow off the writing. The writing is important, and I've been writing for quite a while. So, it's not going to be a bunch of gibberish. There's only 6 pages, so you look that up and see what I mean. But here we go. Now, continuing on from the page of what we are as human beings, or what we are as humans, we're going to talk about the 4 components. I'm going to jump back to the last couple of lines and then continue on from there, just off the cuff, and I'm just going to talk about the 4 components, because holy criminy, man, the 4 components, understanding who and what you are from the level of the 4 components, man, you should be walking around with this 24/7, 365, and I am not exaggerating in the slightest. You'll see what I mean once you actually listen to this, or go to the YouTube and watch those YouTubes. Now, hopefully you will have the graphic, that picture of the little blue human in the middle and those 4 components. You'll have the graphic handy, or the pic handy, and reference it as we are talking, because the pictures on the 6 pages, on these 6 main pages, are not just pictures. They are sort of pictorial stories. That's how I designed them. So please do reference that as we go ahead. Okay, I'm going to read the last 2 paragraphs. All of these 4 little systems, components, work together in the complexity of what we are as humans, walking around all day as part of Earth. These components are the real you. If we were designed to actually see them, we would all be freaked out. So just understand that even though we can't see these 4 components, they are very much part of each and every one of us. Now I'm going to ad lib. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the 4 components. And we're going to understand in this how empowering just knowing this is, and what we can access by knowing this. It starts with understanding. This starts with understanding, okay? But it's very seriously empowering stuff. Just listening to this, just letting this sink into your brain, is a fantastic first step. That's what this whole website and this whole thing is about. It's about you. It's not about anybody else. It's about you. And you living on planet Earth and navigating your life on planet Earth in the here and now. All right. You, of course, are made up of 4 components. When we boil down what we are as humans, who we are as humans, we're made up of 4 components. They are, of course, the mind, which is all the consciousness, the body, which is all the physiology, the spirit, which has to do with all of the energies that make you alive and tangible, and of course the soul. And the soul is actually the connection to the rest of everything that actually is. Everything else that exists, you're tied to it through the soul component. And that even goes to, say, God, what God actually really is. You're tied to that through the soul component. So we have body, mind, spirit, and soul, or physiology, consciousness, spirit, energy, and soul, or connectivity. So that's what the 4 components are. Every human, every single one, has these 4 components, or a better way to say that, is operating through these 4 components. When you're born and you come out to spec, as to say, here's a human and not some other thing, this is what you're dealing with, the 4 components. If you're listening to this, believe me, your 4 components are very much there. They're very much operational. That doesn't mean you have them turned on. That doesn't mean they're all functioning. That certainly, absolutely does not mean they're all working on equal levels. But they are designed to be working on equal levels. So by the time you get into the stuff at this place, this is wisdomactivist.org. By the time you get into the stuff of this place, you're going to begin to understand that, and you're going to be incredibly happy. This is value. This is real value here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to explore these one by one, not too in